Good day. Welcome to Mirror Kings TV News. I am Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan and here are the headlines. Group declares INEC did not conduct ward unit delineation in Warri Federal Constituency as Tenuma condemns arrest of protesting Ishekiri youths. Community Corps Amendment Bills case through second reading. Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan slams N5BN lawsuit on Nwaebonyi over alleged defamation. 11 PDP governors urge Supreme Court to halt Rivers emergency rule. Tragedy as singer Kekere Jesu and 3 other popular gospel ministers die in a gun accident. US criticizes Nigerians' import ban on agricultural and pharmaceutical goods. US and Russia to hold fresh embassy talks in Turkey. Plus, Victor Osimhen makes transfer decision amidst links to Chelsea, Arsenal and Man United. Now the news in details. The Ishekiri Dynamic Forum Group says the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) did not conduct ward and polling unit delineation in Warri Federal Constituency, stating that an INEC official carried out boundary adjustments. The chairman of Ishekiri Dynamic Group, Imajube, made the allegation on Tuesday, April 8, during a press briefing in Warri, Delta State. Reports shows that the group strongly rejected the proposed wards and polling unit delineation in Warri Federal Constituency, stating it bears no resemblance to the actual state of affairs. They further opposed the relocation of polling units from Omadino land in Obodo, Omadino, Warri to Ogunu, Ekoredi Irobo, which is over 20 kilometers away. They also rejected the use of INEC wards and polling unit delineation to claim ownership of Ishekiri land that has already been settled. Consequently, they are calling for a transparent, fair and just delineation of wards and polling units in Warri Federal Constituency, one that is devoid of dollarization and also monitored by the civil society organization. However, former president of National Association of Ishekiri Graduates, NAIG, Comrade Alero Naomi Tinima, has strongly condemned the alleged arrest of protesting Ishekiri youths by the military, saying it speaks to the zero protection Ishekiris have been experiencing in their land since the last Warri crisis. Tenuma, who was moved by the reported arrest of protesting Ishekiri youths at Nigerian Gas Company Limited, Ubeji, Tuesday, stated that there was no justification to use tear gas canister on youths who were on peaceful protest. Federal constituency to achieve the evil plot against we the Ishekiri people, who are the historical and legitimate owners of Warri Federal Constituency, parts of Delta Central District and seizable land in local government area of Edo State. In response to the rising security challenges across Nigeria, the Delta State House of Assembly on Tuesday passed the Delta State Community Security Corps Agency Amendment Bill through its second reading. The bill, sponsored by Honorable Dr. Isaac Amuzwa, member representing Onyekachi South and chairman of the Assembly Committee on Peace and Security, seeks to provide legal backing and operational efficiency to local vigilante groups under the Delta State Community Security Corps Agency. Notably, the bill enjoys broad legislative support with 27 co-sponsors. Leading the debate at a plenary presided over by the Speaker, Right Honorable Emomotimi Gowo, Honorable Awuza emphasized that the amendment aims to enhance accountability, expand the agency's functions, and formalize collaboration between the corps and community stakeholders combating security threats. A major provision of the amendment is to ensure fair for corps members, setting their minimum pay equivalent to state civil service grade level 5. The proposed law also recommends including all 25 local government chairmen as members of corps to deepen local government involvement and oversight. However, the Speaker, Right Honorable Emomotimi Gowo, subsequently referred the bill to the Joint Committee on Special Bills and the Committee on Peace and Security, directing them to report back by May 20th, 2025. The suspended senator for Kogi Central, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, has instituted a 5 billion naira defamation case against her colleague Onyekachi Nwaebonyi for alleging that she had 6 children for different men. In the process, she filed through a team of lawyers led by a senior advocate of Nigeria, son Mr. MJ Numa. Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan described Nwaebonyi's claims as false, saying it was a deliberate attempt to tarnish her reputation. She told the High Court, Federal Capital Territory (FCT), that Nwaebonyi, who represents Ebonyi North Central Senatorial District, had severely injured her reputation, caused her distress and embarrassment to her credibility and public perception. Meanwhile, the claimant has told the court that the defendant deliberately made the defamatory statements, knowing same to be false as it was meant to discredit her, in an attempt to justify her illegal suspension by the Senate. A total of 11 governors of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) have approached the Supreme Court challenging what powers President Bola Tinubu has to suspend a democratically elected structure of a state. The suit filed by the governors also challenges the declaration of a state of emergency rule in Rivers State. While the media previously reported that the suit had been filed before the Supreme Court, the governor's suit was actually only filed before the Apex Court on Tuesday. This was confirmed by the Director of Information and Public Relations of the Supreme Court, Dr. Festus Akande. Aggrieved by the suspension meted out to one of its fellow party governors, 11 PDP state governors approached the Supreme Court to challenge the suspension, the declaration of the emergency rule in Rivers State, and the appointment of the sole administrator before the Apex Court in the country. The governors in the suit marked SCCV 329-2025 predicted the summon on 8 grounds. The plaintiffs in the suit are Adamawa, Enugu, Osun, Oyo, Bauchi, Akwa Ibom, Plateau, Delta, Taraba, Zamfara, and Bayelsa states. No fewer than 4 popular gospel ministers, including evangelist Ayodeji David, popularly known as Kekere Jesu, evangelist Iyanu Joseph, Opeyemi David, Adeshina Monojal Jesu Oluwapamilerin, have been confirmed dead following an accident along the Ikorodu-Shagamu Road in Ogun State. The Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) confirmed the unfortunate incident in a statement issued by Florence Okupe, Public Information Officer of the Ogun State Command. The deceased were reportedly en route to a ministry assignment when the incident occurred. According to FRSC, the incident occurred when the vehicle conveying the ministers collided with another vehicle in an high-impact accident. The corps stated that all the 4 occupants died instantly. According to the national newspapers, the accident involved multiple vehicles, reportedly claimed over 24 lives. Investigations pointed over speeding and poor visibility as contributing factors to the fatal clash. Meanwhile, the news reported that Kekere Jesu and his senior brother's wife have been laid to rest. The remains of his deceased PA were taken to Ado Ekiti, and fiancé was transferred to her family for interment. Now on the business news. The United States Trade Representative on Monday criticized Nigeria's import ban on 25 categories of goods, claiming that the restrictions limit market access for American exporters. This came shortly after President Donald Trump introduced tariffs on goods entering the U.S., with Nigeria facing a 14% duty. The USTR highlighted the impact of Nigeria's import ban on various sectors, particularly agriculture, pharmaceuticals, beverages, and consumer goods. The restrictions affect items such as beef, pork, poultry, fruit juice, medication, alcoholic beverages, which the U.S. sees as significant barriers to trade. The agency argues that these limitations reduce export opportunities for U.S. businesses and lead to lost revenue. recalling that on March 26, 2025, the federal government also announced plans towards solar panel imports to encourage local manufacturing as part of its push for clean energy. Now on the foreign news, the US State Department has said that delegates from the US and Russia will meet in Istanbul on Thursday as part of the continued efforts to normalize embassy operations between the two countries. The US talks, which will take place at Russian in Turkey's capital, will not include any discussion of political or security issues. The Russian Foreign Ministry said that the Russian delegation will lead by the newly appointed ambassador to the US, Alexander Dachev, and the US team by Deputy Assistant Secretary of the State, Sonata Golter. Speaking at a daily press briefing on Tuesdays, Bruce said the negotiations will focus solely on the functioning of the respective embassies, not on normalizing a bilateral relationship overall. Now on the sports news, Galatasaray striker Victor Osimhen transfer preference have been revealed amidst links to Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester United this summer. Osimhen is currently on loan at Galatasaray from Serie A to Napoli. His loan deal with the Turkish giant will expire at the end of the season. The Nigerian international was reportedly forced out of Napoli by manager Antonio Conte. He has enjoyed a productive loan spell in Turkey, scoring 28 goals in all competitions for Galatasaray, who are on the verge of winning the league title. Osimhen has previously hinted that he could stay at Galatasaray on a permanent transfer. According to ESPN, the 26-year-old is now targeting a summer move to the Premier League or Juventus. The report added that Galatasaray will try to convince Osimhen to stay at the club, but the attacker is believed to be keen on a move to England or Juventus. Now a recap on our headlines. Group declares INEC did not conduct ward unit delineation in Warri Federal Constitution as Temima condemns arrest of protesting Ishakiri youths. Community Corps Amendment Bills caged through second reading. Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan slams 5 billion naira suit on Nwaebonyi over alleged defamation. 11 PDP governors urge Supreme Court to halt Rivers emergency rule. Tragedy as singer Kekere Jesu and 3 other popular gospel ministers die in a Ogun accident. US criticizes Nigeria's import ban on agriculture and pharmaceutical goods. US and Russia to hold fresh embassy talks in Turkey. Victor Osimhen makes transfer decision amidst links to Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester United. That's the news as it detailed by Tiniala Emanuela. I am Matsu Okwanitorishe. Thanks for watching.